All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. God forbid. Oh, let me get some light on. There we go. I am here. We are live. We are doing the show. We are here for the Ask Captain Jack show. It is 7:33, and wow. What can I say about today? And just that if you're a Raider fan, you're happy as hell because let's just say the Chiefs lost. The Chiefs have lost 2 straight games at home. And they haven't really looked good for the last 3 games. If you go back even to the game that they were playing against the Lions, excuse me, a couple weeks ago where they barely hung on to win, the Chiefs are not looking good. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. If you're here and you're digging what you're seeing, give me a like. We want to make sure we get the likes out of here. Not that I'm egotistical, because I'm not. It's just that with the more likes you get, the better this gets pushed up onto Facebook. We want everybody there. I see Jimmy Farrell. Hey, Aaron Cortez. Thanks it's Cortez. Good to see you. Ed Winchell gives me a thumbs up. Good on you. Give the thumbs up down there on the likes to the show, okay? Give the thumbs up on the likes to the show. I see that, hey, Captain, who's MCH? Who's MCH? I'd like to know who MCH is. Who's MCH? But thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, MCH. We're going to talk football. And in case you don't know the scores, I'm going to run through them. So excuse me while I go over to another portion. The best one, other than the Chiefs losing, is the very first score today, Carolina beating the Bucs 37-26. That is funny. That is hilarious. That is just okay. Yeah, I'm a hater for the Buccaneers. I hate the Bucs. Got some good fans that I like. Can't stand the team. 37-26. Jameis Winston with 5 interceptions, and I think he had a fumble too. 37-26, and the Bucs went over to London late. Maybe they should have learned to go over early. Minnesota beat Philadelphia 38-20, and it was, Zach Brown, not the guy that's in the band, but the linebacker was hemming and hawing, saying how bad Kirk Cousins was. Well, Kirk Cousins threw 3 touchdowns just the digs alone. Scorched you. Won by 18 points. I want to hear from those Eagles fans. I want to hear from those Vikings fans. In the battle of the defeateds, and yes, you heard that correctly, Washington scopes out a win against Miami 17-16. Miami was going for 2 to win the game, and they didn't get it. As you all know, again, Houston beat Kansas City. A game that I watched at work today. Yeah, I was working. Nolans beat Jacksonville 13-6, and it was a very low-scoring game. Seattle came back and beat Cleveland 32-28. Baltimore rolled over Cincinnati 23-17. Their quarterback, I think, had 155 yards rushing. A surprise from the Bay, the Niners, I believe, are 5-0, beating the Rams 20-7. That was in LA too. Arizona holds on to beat Atlanta 34-33. The Jets hold on to beat the Cowboys 24-22. I believe Dallas has lost 3 straight games. The other one, again, big surprise here, Denver just rolls over Tennessee 16-0. And again, Denver plays this Thursday against the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football. So the Chiefs, having lost 2 straight, get to go into Denver on a short week as well. So that'll be unique to see what happens there. So you're caught up. You're caught up on the scores. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. We got baseball coming on. Okay, MCH, both Chiefs and Cowboys lose. Yeah, okay. Who's MCH? Love you. You're here. 49ers can't be real. Well, Ed, so far they are. Diggs finally delivered. Hey, that's Dusty. I know Dusty on Hot Wheels. Yep. 5-0. NFL is very for at least 32. Well, the NFL is this is a league where you got to do it. And that is why Mariota was taken from the game because he hasn't been doing it. Now, I don't want the Titans to get any better than they have been. The Titans and the Jaguars, I believe, are our last two games in Oakland, and I definitely want to see those as wins. I won't be at the Titans game because I will be in Vegas for my buddy's wedding. I gotta make arrangements for that. So I do got my Titans tickets for sale. But I will be out there for the Jags game, and wow. Those should be, and I'm not counting wins until they happen, but those should be 2 wins right there. We can go into Kansas City if we run the ball and continue to do that and do the game plan that people have been blowing out Kansas City the last 2 games. Why? They've been running the ball, running it down their throat. And we can do that. It's winnable games. We have a great running attack. Lee, long-time listener, 30-year Raider fan. Okay, is it Lee or Lie? Dallas get the 3 pass interference, get their last TD. It was totally ridiculous. Okay, well, that's the officiating. And that's somebody else brought that up as well. The officiating has been horrible. Horrible this year. But then again, it's horrible for the most part for a while. It's horrible for the most part for a while. And we got to do something about it. And the only way we're going to make it better is if we tune out the league. So if you want to see something done, you're basically going to have to tune out the league. I don't know how you're going to do that. I mean, other than not buying products from them. But that's what we say. You want to talk football? Let's talk some football. Let's get the let's see here. Let's get the screen up. There it is. There's the number. Let me get the phone line up. I'll do that on the other channel. Okay, right here. So we got Google Hangouts done. I think it was already in here though. Yeah, it was already in here. So okay, let's get rid of that one. Nope, let's get rid of that one. There we go. Google Hangouts is up. It is ready to go. As soon as I can put it back up again. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Google is up. We are ready to go. So let's get some calls in here. Line is open. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from everybody. Ooh, wow, that's a lot. My goodness, where did everybody go? That's not what I needed. That is not what, oh my goodness, I can't find. Is it that? Nope, don't need that. I'm trying to find the rest of my dashboard. Let's see here. Count Jack. Well, if I do this, there we go. If I can get it back up, I'll get back up to where I can see what's going on here. So we'll do. There we go. Thank goodness. I almost lost everybody. At least I wanted to be able to see what y'all were talking about. Line is open 813-699-0834. Yeah, and Dusty is saying it as well. The fact is, if you were watching the Raiders game last week in London, not only did they penalize the Raiders for a BS call of roughing the passer against Hurst, which wasn't a penalty. Then he went and fined him. Richie Incognito got fined as well. There we go. Oh, there we go. Got an incoming call. 1 second here. Why can I not hear? I know why. Because there we go. Real tech. There we go. I knew something was. Now I got you.
Hey, Captain Jack.
How are you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing okay. Who's this?
It's Aaron Cortez.
Okay, well, Aaron, hang on a second. 404. You're gonna have to let Aaron. Everybody gets 5 minutes. So go on, Aaron.
All right.
Talk to me.
Hey, that was a nice win for Houston. We needed that win. That Houston won today, so we're almost tied. We're just a half a game behind, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, behind who?
Behind Houston, or behind Kansas City. I'm a Raider fan.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say, the way you were talking, you sounded like a Houston fan, so I wanted to be sure.
No. I always watch Raider Bear live every night that he's on.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you I'm glad you called in, Aaron, and make sure you get this squared away for us. You're going to watch our show too. I always make sure that people go. Make sure
I have
people
you
go
on
over.
YouTube too. I've been watching you on YouTube.
Well, I'm glad to hear that there, Aaron. Make sure you send me an email with your number, or a text message, I should say, so I know that your number when it comes in again. Aaron, we're a half game behind Kansas City. Kansas City is 4-2 and we're 3-2. So yeah,
I know.
We're half a game.
I think Denver's gonna hand them a loss too.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes cannot do what he's doing.
Oh, wait a second. Unknown caller, you got to give Aaron 5 minutes. You got to give everybody 5 minutes. Hang on here, Aaron. I got it. Oh, I know why, because I have the phone number up. 1 second. There you go. Okay, continue to go there, Aaron. Oh, there was a 404 call. Call in a little bit.
I'm feeling that Denver could beat Kansas City because everybody caught on to how Patrick Mahomes plays now.
Well, it's not that they've all caught on. Is that there is, excuse me, there is more film. There is more film on him, and the fact is, if you keep him off the field, if you run on Kansas City and you keep that offense off the field, then you're going to have a better time at it. And the fact is, Mahomes is playing with a bum wheel, and that he's not saying anything, but that is affecting his play. I'm telling you.
Yeah. What do you think about our wide receivers now? Zay Jones and Trevor Davis.
Well, I tell you, I love Zay Jones. I've loved him ever since he was a draft pick, and I'm glad that he's on our team. He was basically doing nothing on the bench in Buffalo, so now we have him. He's a fantastic player, and that's a great for us. And I think Davis is a great addition as well. You've seen he's already performed. Davis has already performed.
Yeah, because I'm from the Fresno area, and I just get pissed off when people talk crap about Carr, because I looked up Carr since I was young when he played for Fresno State.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just pisses me off when people just talk crap about him.
Well, he needs some help. He needs people to make sure that they catch the ball, and obviously the Raiders are nothing without a running game, and we haven't had a running game for a long time. So with a running game, instead of just letting Carr win all the time and putting it on his shoulders, you let those big guys go at it, run the football, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah. I think Gabe Jackson's going to come back this coming week.
He's either coming back this week or he might be back for the Houston game. But you know what? The way that Denzel Good has been playing, it's good. No pun intended. That he is our he's playing well. And
then plus that, I just love Richie Cognito. That guy could play.
Yeah,
one of my other ones.
And he's 30. He's 34 years old, but he's playing like he's in his late 20s. He has that vitality going for him. he's the best thing that's happened for us in a bit. So it's great to have everybody doing it together.
Yeah, I give the whole thing to the O-line. Our O-line is just playing their hearts out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and it will only get better with Gabe Jackson. And like I said, God forbid, and I'm not going to wish it, but if we have an injury, we have some people that can come in and play the game. David Sharp is a really good right tackle, So if he needs to come in for Trent Brown, that's a good thing. I'm not sure how he's going to be on the left side. So but we got some depth back there.
And then plus that Trent Brown with Khalil Mack, he showed Khalil Mack last year, and this last game too. He showed him up too twice already.
Yeah, and the only time that Khalil Mack had any sort of run, Trent Brown missed one block, but Carr got rid of it, and then we didn't hear from anything from Khalil Mack. They say, hey, Aaron, I got to let you go because that caller, you got your 5.
I'm going to go back onto YouTube and watch you some more.
All right. Thanks again for calling in. Make sure you text me.
All right. You're welcome, Captain Jack.
You take care. All right. That was Aaron. And who do I have on now?
Captain Jack, this is Jesse Shepard.
Hey, Jesse Shepard. I definitely wanted to make sure you called in. Let me make sure I don't knock out the caller. Because I don't want you knocked out right yet because, you just got on here. So let me do the transition. There we go. We're talking KARATBARS. The number's not up. Jesse, you said the Raiders are going to win 28-20. Why do you say that?
Well, besides being a lifelong Raiders fan, I just honestly believe Aaron Rodgers has been limited in practice for an ankle injury or something. They haven't really disclosed it. Mm-hmm. And then the way our defense is playing, the only receiver he really has is Devontae Adams and Jimmy Graham. You shut down Devontae Adams and Graham, their running game, and you make them obsolete. That means you got to Aaron Rodgers has to try to beat you with his arm. And our defense showed against the Bears that we're willing to bring the pressure and have any quarterback that dare do that against us. We're going to end up picking you off a few times.
Actually, Devontae Adams has been limited the last 2 weeks, and I'm not saying that he's going to play, but he was out last week, and I'm not sure if he is going to play this week. So if you take Adams out of the question, that limits their passing attack. You got to go after Aaron Rodgers. Now, again, you live and die with the blitz. If you blitz these quarterbacks and, that he picks on your secondary. But I think that you go after Aaron Rodgers, you pressure him, and you see what you let him try to – you let the defense on their own, and we'll see what can happen. The defense has been playing up and above what our expectations were, minus the games – against Kansas City and Minnesota. I don't know what happened in Minnesota, and I don't know what happened from the second through the fourth quarter against Kansas City, but you throw those games out, the defense has been playing wonderfully against Indy, against Chicago, and I think that they can turn the trick against Green Bay as well. I think it's going to be closer, but we'll see.
Well, see, this team this year, with the running game that we have, and the way Carr hasn't been really making bonehead moves like he has the last 2 years, they kind of remind me of the 2016 Raiders.
Right.
With the run game. When we had KO, Donald Penn, and, we all seen it that Sunday night when the offensive line was mad, when Bill Musgrave, called a passing play when they just wanted to keep running the ball down Denver's throat.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
So with that running game that we have now, with a whole lot better running back than Latavius Murray, because Latavius Murray was fumble happy, which Josh Jacobs, he's still a rookie. Anything can happen.
Right.
But the way he's showing and the way he's playing, we have a chance to have that 2016 season again.
Well, actually, I saw Latavius play today, and he's playing really well. I'd love to have him back on the team if we needed another running back. And remember, we do have Isaiah Crowell that's on the injured reserve list. I'm not sure whether he is going to be able to come back or not. I think he's gone for the year, which is bad. But we definitely would like to have another big power back I like the way the Smurfs are playing. I like the way DeAndre is playing. I like the way Richard is playing. But I think that we need to have a bigger back to spell Jacobs next year. That's something that we'll need to acquire next year.
I mean, there's some boys coming out of that draft this year that's going to be pretty big.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? This is a wide receiver heavy draft. If we pick up a primo wide receiver, and again, I like what we have with all the receivers that we have picked up. Okay, like I said, we picked up Davis. We picked up Zay Jones. We have Renfro, who's a rookie. I love the fact that Tyrell Williams could come back to maybe being the ultimate number 2 receiver and let these other guys go. And again, I like Doss and I like Aitman, so I'm really liking what we have in the production in the wide receiver core. And then, of course, in tight ends, we probably have the best 3 tight ends that I know of. I mean, I'd have to look around for the other teams, but I think right now the Raiders have a top triple of tight ends around. I'll put them up against anybody: Waller, Carrier, and Moreau.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we was going to draft anybody in the late first round, I wouldn't mind seeing us get that cornerback from South Carolina, the one that picked off Georgia twice yesterday.
Yeah, Okuamu or something. Yeah, I saw that as well. I'd love to see. They were actually comparing him to Nnamdi. He's 6'4", and he plays tight, and he's fast. So, but I'm not sure if he's a sophomore. I think he's a sophomore. I think he gets another year. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm not sure if he's eligible to come out. But yeah, that would be a good cornerback to get. 6'4" and can play and is tight as hell. I'd love to have him. We'll have to see what his draft status is.
But I think where you told me you wanted me to call in to tell you why I thought we could beat the Packers 28-20.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wasn't bitching about it. I said, yeah, I want to hear from you, brother. I definitely want to hear from you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to hear from. Oh, and Jesse, I got to get you off the line. You had your 5. You take care. You call in again.
Yes, sir.
All right. That good hear from Jesse Shepard. And now we turn to 404. I got an unknown caller. Who am I talking to?
This is Gamel.
Gamel. Good to hear from you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you text me. And so I know what your number is. And by the way, if you are a new caller and I don't have you in my phone yet, make sure you text the number that you called, and I'll try to get your numbers into my phone. So the next time you call, I'll know exactly who I'm talking to. How you doing there, Mr. Dean?
I'm doing fine, sir. I'm doing fine.
Oh, always good to hear from you, brother. What you got for me tonight?
Well, the only thing I want to say is that, hey, I'm happy about our Raiders. We're 3-2. The only thing that I just want to say is I just hope that we don't get complacent whenever we have big leads. When we played against Chicago, we were up 17-0, and we let them back into the game. Luckily in the fourth quarter, we did score a touchdown to win the game. But to piggyback on what Jesse had said, I do feel good about our chances against Green Bay for the simple reason we're coming off of a bye week.
Yep.
So we're going to be well rested. And to his point, if that running game gets clicking, hey man, there's no telling. We could be 4-2 after Sunday. And another point, Green Bay plays Monday night, so they're going to play us on a short week. So,
right. We got the extra rest, and they got a short week against a division opponent in Detroit. So normally that is a knockheads, very hard fought battle for everybody. So yeah, I like the scheduling there, and I also looked at the weather because obviously I'm going to be there, and I don't want to freeze my ass off. And I did look; it's going to be 50s and 60s. It's going to be rainy. So we need to make sure that we get the running game together, and hopefully it won't go into the 40s or 30s because Captain Jack's from Florida, and I don't like cold weather. So that's just the way that is.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, and I agree with you, man. I like our chances considering what we've seen. And the fact that Kansas City they have a short week going into Denver. Now, it is possible. I mean, if all things go as planned for Raiders, okay, it is possible that Kansas City can go into Denver and lose. They would be 4-3. They would be 4-3.
Right. And you know what? And I don't mean to be a Doug Downer or whatever, but I just want to state some facts, Captain Jack. It's wonderful when Kansas City loses because that just increases our chances and makes us look better. But you do know that Derek Carr has yet to win against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City ever since he's been a rookie.
Right.
So my thing is, I don't care how terrible Kansas City looks before they play up. Until we learn how to get our act together and learn how to play real smash mouth football when we go into Arrowhead, because one of the main reasons why Mike Mayock and John Gruden acquired these draft picks is because we need to have speed to keep up with Kansas City. That's because we're not going anywhere unless we learn how to take care of the division first. I feel good as a football team where we are right now. We're 3-2. Things are looking good. But until we can knock off those Chiefs, I'm not going to get too happy about them losing to other teams until we learn how to beat them.
That's right. And you said it yourself. Actually, I'll even go better than that. Derek Carr has not beaten Kansas City at all aside from Thursday night games, because the only 2 times that he has beaten Kansas City has been the 2 times that Kansas City came out to Oakland on a Thursday night on a short week. And those are the games, those Thursday night games are the only 2 times that Derek Carr has beaten Kansas City. If it's a Sunday game, whether it's in Oakland or Kansas City, he hasn't beaten Kansas City. So we need to do something about that.
I did not know that part of it. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we got to beat Kansas City even on a Sunday. I mean, we'll go from there. We need to beat them on a Sunday. I mean, it's great beating them on a Thursday, but we got to beat them regularly on a Sunday too.
Yes, and having said that, Captain Jack, I'm happy about all of Kansas City's misfortunes and everything. But with me, I would like to take it one game at a time, because I remember that one year, I think when Tom Cable was the coach, we had went 8-0 in the division, and we still didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So not only do you have to win those important divisional games, but you also have to take care of those games outside of the division. So, it'll be interesting to see how the season unfolds as we go along, but I definitely feel good about our chances against Green Bay on Sunday.
I do. You're not quite right, but I mean, I know we were undefeated. We were 6-0. Because remember, Seattle was out of the division by then. We beat Kansas City twice, we beat the Chargers twice, and we beat the Donkeys twice. We were 6-0, and we were 2-8 against everybody else. 2-8.
That's it.
Yeah,
you're right.
We were 8-8, and we couldn't win the division, even though we were 6-0 against our own division. And I mean, I know what you were saying. I just wanted to make sure we clarified that. The fact is,
corrected, sir.
No. I just want to make sure we all know. Yeah, we were 6-0 against the West and 2-8 against everybody else, and that sucked. So we need to have something like that in order to propel us for more of a higher standing. Like I said this year, I said even if the Raiders are 8-8, even if they're 8-8, that's 100% better than they were last year. 8-8 is 100% better, and we've already gotten 3 wins. The sky is the limit. We can get a lot more, but one game at a time. It is a cliche. But one game at a time. And I want to see what we can do in Green Bay. And I tell you what, the game in Houston is going to be a bitch, because Houston looked tremendous today. If Houston and us have a battle of the running backs, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be very entertaining.
Yes, good point. Well, hey, Captain Jack, I know you got other callers coming in. This is my first time calling. I enjoyed talking with you, my Raider brother, and I look forward to calling you on future shows.
You got
look forward to calling
you. You get everybody over here to YouTube. We're going to have an entertaining show all the time, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. You take care, Gamel.
All right. Okay, you too, Jack.
All right, that was Gamel Dean. He is out, and then I am talking to Doc. Doc, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you.
Doing pretty good. First of all, I'd like to get this out of the way. I got a message for Tommy Beers.
Okay.
Tommy, I'm a man of my word. Miami beat Virginia. Y'all outplayed us. Your defense is great. Your red zone did it. You kept up our offense basically off the field and not playing well. And I got to tip my hat to you. Miami Hurricanes beat Virginia. I said I would say that, and I'm gonna keep my word.
There you go. I don't know. I don't know if Tommy is watching, but because if he doesn't, what you make sure if you know Tommy Beard that he knows that Doc came on board and tipped the hat, and I'm even doing it literally so that he could see this, tipping the hat to Tommy Beard and the Canes. I actually saw the end of that game. I was at the the casino the other night. And I was like, are you kidding me? They are losing to Virginia. I was aghast. But, hey, you said it yourself. They played a great game.
They did. Their defense was spot on. Got to give them credit where credit's due.
That's right. Well, yeah, like you said, man, your word. Good to hear from him. Make sure that everybody puts out the Tommy Beard that Doc Burdett did that as well. Okay.
Well, and on the Green Bay game,
you got it.
My point of contention is this: if we control the game clock, if we get our running and dink and dunk and have long drives, the longer we keep Aaron Rodgers on the bench is our best, in my opinion, avenue for us to beat Green Bay.
I agree.
He can't beat you. He can't beat you when he's on the bench. We got to control this game clock. We got to control and finish drives and score.
Like you said, as long as he's not on the field, the Green Bay. Although I can't say the Green Bay defense has actually they've been winning games this year for Green Bay. It's weird because Green Bay and New England are notoriously winning with their offense, but not this year. Not this year. Green Bay and New England have been winning with their defense.
Green Bay's defense is having trouble against the run.
Yes, and
we need to establish the run.
That's right.
We need to establish the run so we can get those dink and short passes, get a long drive.
I agree, and we have the line to do it. I would like to see.
We have the tight ends to do it too.
Right, and I'd like to see Gabe back there, but you know what? Even if Gabe's not back for the Green Bay game, and the way Gruden was talking at London, he doesn't necessarily know if Gabe's going to be there. I like the way that Denzel Good has been playing at right guard, so we need to make sure we continue with that strong running game, Jacobs and company, and have Washington and Rashard Spellum. We still need another running back though, but that we can't do it this year. That's something we ought to pick up for next year. But you get the running game going the way it has been going, and there's no reason why we can't lay it on in Green Bay and in Houston the following week. And I would love that to happen.
Well, I tell you, Houston really impressed me today. I have to say they played a really good game today.
Yeah, I was at work. I wasn't able to see the entire game, but they flipped over from whichever game was on, the first 4 o'clock game, or the 1 o'clock game, I should say, and they gave the bonus, what they called the bonus coverage, and I saw the ending where, Kansas City got, at the very end, I think I saw like the last 6 minutes of the game with Houston just rolling them out and completing that victory was fantastic to see.
Oh yeah, and hopefully they win next week, so maybe they'll look past us when they play us, and we can catch them. Not expect. I think a lot of teams are underrating us, and they kind of look past us, and I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, and it
plays to our advantage.
Oh, it does. It does. What upsets me is when I look at these rankings of all these people, how they ranked from 1 to 32, and they had the Bears ranked higher than us. They had the Colts ranked higher than us, and these are after we beat them. And they're ranked higher than us in these polls. I'm like, did you not see the games? Did you not see the games?
Well,
so that upsets me.
We never get respect.
That's true.
I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it.
And, we should use that. We should use that to our advantage. I agree with you.
Oh yeah, and let them motivate us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
Because I tell you right now, if Burfict was a Patriot, he'd still be able to play this year.
oh my goodness. Yeah. It
Now-
is so true. It is so true, Doc.
Because and the proof of that and the pudding of that is they didn't act on AB. New England had to act on AB.
Uh-huh.
And to this day, the commissioner still has not put him on the exempt list.
No, he is still able to be signed by somebody, and I don't know whether somebody is going to be stupid enough to pick up a AB. I know that I was talking with a buddy that's a Patriot friend of mine, and he said that if if AB hadn't dissed Robert Kraft on his way out the door, the Patriots would have probably re-signed him again because they're down receivers, especially with Gordon going out at the last game, and they need receivers. So if Antonio Brown had not dissed Robert Kraft on the way out the door, there's a good possibility that the Patriots would have re-signed him. So I'm hoping that the Patriots are up for the money, that they get screwed by having to pay his signing bonus, whatever the hell that contract thing was. But you can damn sure bet that they do not screw us, because he did not play a down for us, and we should not have anything on any of those contracts with that bastard Antonio Brown. That's just me.
I agree, but he didn't even take a snap in the preseason.
No, not even in a practice. Not even in a practice. So, yeah, I want to make sure that bastard does not get paid by the Raiders, because he doesn't deserve it.
And is that what the B in his name stands for, bastard? A bastard.
A
A-B.
bastard. Well,
I agree with you 100%.
I know that A. Stephen Smith, and I had that correct if you put the initials together. A. Stephen Smith was on BSPN, and that's the correct pronunciation, that as well. And did you see and I didn't see it, but I heard about it when Abram was on, was it the BSPN program, and was just giving it to A. Stephen Smith. And I said, man, I want to see that. So when I get some time tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow, when I get some time, I'm gonna look to see if it's on YouTube already. But it's always a great day when A. Stephen Smith gets it from a Raider. That's for sure.
I love it. Well, I'm going to let you go, Captain Jack. You have a good night, and go Raiders, baby.
Go Raiders. Always good hearing from you, Doc. Thanks again.
Talk to you later.
All right, and that was Doc Burdett. Well, boy, we've been having some good pops, man. Everybody's been in here. The line is open. That is the number right there. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. Just because the Raiders aren't playing, and by the way, I probably need to put on the game. Oh, wrong remote. I'm going to put on the so I can have it in Football Night in America is still there. What channel is the game, the Yankee game? I want to make sure I have that on in the background as well, so I can go back and forth. I got the football game on. Is it I see 247. I think that is. No, that's okay. It would probably be Fox Sports 1. And I don't know what channel Fox Sports 1 is. I'll find it, though. Let me see here. I'm going to roll around. Somebody tell me what Fox Sports 1. Yeah, I know it's FS1, but I don't know what channel it is on DirecTV. I'm trying to find it. There it is. MLB Baseball, 219. There we go. So I'm putting the baseball game on, and I'm going to go back and forth. Thank you there, Ed. Jimmy Farrell, thank you to you as well. Looks like, okay, top of the first. So good. I didn't really miss anything. 2 outs. And so I'm going to go back and forth. But we got time to talk. Like I said, this is a football Sunday. This is a Raider bye week Sunday. But I want to look to see what's going on as we walk around the league, again, a victory for the Raiders in the fact that the Kansas City lost. A win today by the Donkeys, and Kansas City has to go to Denver this Thursday. So we're lucky in the fact that the Raiders are getting the Packers on a short week after we have 2 weeks off. Green Bay playing Monday night. Kansas City going to Denver the next Thursday. So maybe the Donkeys can do us a deal. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Line is open, 813-619-0834. If you haven't called in, now's the time to do that. Fox, I see here from Dusty, Fox, FS1. And yeah, it was a 3 and out. But so I didn't miss anything. When the football game comes on, I'll go back and forth, kind of like I was the other night. Now, I did get a chance to see the ending, or a little bit before I went to work today. I saw the fact that the Buccaneers lost, and again, that makes me giddy. That makes me giddy with excitement and happiness. Only because of where I live. When you live here in Tampa, it's like when you live in the Bay Area. And for all of those people that are living in the Bay Area and all you have to deal with and listen to is a bunch of Niner honks saying how great the Niners are because they're 5-0. I get you. Because it's where you live, you have to deal with it. Okay, well, I have to deal with Buccaneer fans. And this is the... Again, I have a lot of Buck fan friends. Some of them are actually good to talk to, so I'm not gonna poo-poo that. There are some really good fans, the real fans, the tried and true fans, the ones that actually know what they're talking about. Okay, it's your ignorant fans, ignorami, that have no clue what's going on in football, the fair weather bandwagon, they're the worst, okay? And unfortunately, that's the way it is for most of the football franchises in Florida, in Jacksonville and Miami and Tampa. They're not really knowledgeable fans. That's my opinion. I'll stick with it, but it's true. For the most part. It's not an all situation. Not all their fans are this, and not all their fans are that. Don't ever be so inclusive as to put all, because you're wrong. If you find one that blows your equation out of the water, then you can't use the word all. But that's just the way it is. Line is open, 813-619-0834. We've been on for about 45 minutes talking some good things. And it's a great Raider Sunday. And again, if you're liking what you see, give me a thumbs up, man. Like I said, I want to get those thumbs up going because it gets better play on YouTube. And, it's not for me. It's not. It gets the program a little bit more show. It gets it out there. I want to make sure that if you are a fan of the Raiders, if you're a fan of the football and you love the sports talk, get the words out there. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks, Mike Sarah, giving me a thumbs up. And if you're watching, please do. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. Yes, Kendall, the Chiefs lost, and we were talking about that. Mike, Sarah, I know. I don't know if you've been in already because you were talking about having more callers. And the first 3 callers we had Aaron, we had Jesse, and we had Gamel. We had 3 new callers, Mike, Sarah. And then, of course, we had, Doc call in, which is cool. Always good hearing from Doc in Virginia. And so we've already had those calls. And again, good to hear from Aaron. Make sure you give those thumbs up where it shows thumbs up. Thanks again for Aaron. And great. Always great hearing from my regulars, but let's get the word out, man. Let's get the word out. We want to make sure that we have a diverse dichotomy of fans. I also want to make sure that the other fans, because there's some fans in there, and I was talking with the gentleman that I'm going to be staying over at his house over this weekend for the Packers game. Wayne Sargent is a Packers super fan, really great guy, and I told Wayne wanted to make sure that I was still going to be there, and yes, I was. So Wayne's going to pick me up at the airport, and then I said, I don't know whether that I can get in on the tour. He said, hey, we'll schedule for an afternoon tour. So I'm going to Lambeau for the afternoon tour. I can't wait because I've always wanted to go. I've heard so many good things about the Lambeau tour. So I basically get off the flight, probably go on the tour, and then we'll hang out at Wayne's house. I don't know how tired I'm going to be because it's an early flight. But at least it's an early flight, and it's only one time zone over. So hopefully that'll be okay. I know that I have the high school game on Friday night. And by the way, if you want to see a really, really fantastic catch, the team that I am the public address announcer for is Northeast High in St. Pete. Go on my on my Facebook page. Go back a little bit, and you'll see that the kid. I think he's a senior. He made a one-handed catch the last time I was out there doing the game. It was so awesome. It had like a countless amount of YouTube hits, and it was on Good Morning America for a great catch. So make sure you go over there and go over to the Captain Jack page, or actually the profile, J Captain Jack Rackham. Go down a little bit and go and look for where Tabby D's, the lady that I hang out with as well for the Northeast High. Go watch that video. Fantastic, man. It was like the kid was lined up to the left, and he actually ended up going down, and I think he put his right hand up, so it was his offhand to kind of snag the ball and bring it in, and then just go from there. Fantastic one-handed catch. Make sure you go look it up as well. But the lines are open. We are talking football. We're talking what the Raiders can be doing, and Green Bay. I almost said Minnesota. Green Bay this week. And again, the weather's not going to be too bad. It's going to be wet. It's going to be which will make it a bit miserable. It's going to be in the 50s and 60s, 50s. Probably might hit the 40s. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm going to bring some warmer clothes. But I'll be out there. If you're going out there, or you know anybody that is going out there, make sure that you hit me up so that we all meet up and have a big group to do out in Green Bay. That'll be really cool. Definitely will be walking around the parking lots to see all the Raider fans out there. Line is open, 813-699-0834. Hopefully we'll get some more callers. Yeah, because we haven't been on an hour yet. So hopefully we'll be there. If you haven't called in yet, Dusty, give a ring up. Ed Winchell, good to hear from you. Mike Sarah and Kendall Hansen, good to call in as well. Clinton Lawrence, you can call in. I'm pretty sure that Jimmy, and that would be Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy Farrell, I know, is watching the Yankee game. I know he's watching the Yankee game, so I'm not even going to go there. Don Webb, you can call in too. And MCH, thank you for saying hi. You're going to have to tell me who you are, though. I would love to hear who. I like to know who my MCHs are. Okay, maybe I didn't quite get that. But Lee, or is it Lie or Lee? Longtime listener, 30-year Raider fan. So yeah, Lee, good to hear from you as well. Always good to have new callers. And again, we had Jesse and we had Aaron and Gamel called in as well. We're getting there. But we have the people here, but we need some more callers. So the line is open, and I'm watching you. I'm watching the screen. I'm watching the fact that there's 2 outs And now there's 3 outs in the baseball game with a sharply hit line out to a shortstop. And so that's the end of the first. So we got I can't give you any information on what's going on football wise because they're not playing yet. I don't believe they are. Maybe they are. I'll pop over. Oh, okay, they're doing the introductions. And so they are wearing the powder blues. Oh, they just started. So I didn't miss anything for the football game either. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for the Steelers to win this game. And the reason why I say that is this. Because obviously, you got a guy who's making his first start ever in a game. Now, I'm looking at the crowd. I am seeing a plethora of Steeler uniforms. I know that this is not a true home game for the Chargers, as it won't be when the Raiders go there in December. It'll be another Raiders home game. But I'm looking around the stadium where, you know, the shots of the crowd. I'm seeing a lot of yellow. And I know that that's not Charger yellow. I know it's not. So it will be hard for the Steelers to win because of the fact that they are starting a quarterback that this is his first start. And but they're at least the Steeler defense is playing tight. At least the Steeler defense. Oh, there's plenty of, but they're waving the towels. And I will say this as well. Last year, when the Steelers went out to Oakland, this was embarrassing. Last year, when the Steelers went out to Oakland, and I was on the visitor's sideline, there was a shit ton of yellow towels being rolled around at a Raiders game in Oakland. So you know that the Steelers are going to be traveling to LA. So it looks like 3 and out for the Chargers. Is Rivers gimpy? He looks a little gimpy. Did he get hit? Let me see here. I'm going to see the replay. And, oh, yeah, he got racked. That's good to see that. All right. Mike Sarah, good to hear from you, brother. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, Captain?
Hey, it's a great day, man. Just like Ice-T said, didn't even have to use my AK. Today was a good day.
Hey, whenever the Chiefs lose, it's great, isn't it?
That's right. Hey, any day the Chiefs lose is a great day.
Oh man, and I get so tired of hearing the commentators drooling over.
Hey, Steve.
Mahomes.
Steve, you're gonna have to give Mike his 5 minutes. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just gonna say I just love these commentators drooling over Mahomes all the time. And you know what? If I had my choice between Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, I would take Deshaun Watson any day. I just think that guy is a more dynamic, a more complete quarterback, and he gets recognition, but I don't think he gets the recognition that Mahomes gets, and it's really a shame.
Well,
I don't know what your thoughts are on that too, but I just get so tired of it. It looks like Mahomes the league's starting to catch up with him a little bit. His throws are really off sometimes. I mean, today they were really off, and I don't know. I think he's kind of a flash in the pan.
Well,
I really do.
I agree with you up until your last statement. I don't think he's going to be a flash in the pan, but I agree in the fact that, Mahomes is getting a lot of love because he is in charge of a Kansas City team that has won the West. I think they've won it the last 5 years straight or something ridiculous like that. So he's winning on a winning team, a team that has gone to the AFC Championship game last year and goes deeper in the playoffs last year. Oh, Ice Cube. Okay, whatever. Ice Cube. But today was a good day. I knew what I wanted to say. You know why I said Ice-T? Because I had Ice-T here. There you go. That's my excuse. Anyway, Mahomes.
Well, yeah, maybe he's not a flash in the pan, but I just think, he's a product of the talent that's around him and the way the offense is run. I think if he was on another team running a different type of offense, I don't think he'd see the production that he has.
Oh, I agree.
Now.
The fact that he is on an Andy Reid offense, and say what you want about Andy Reid, he's going to win you a lot of games. Andy Reid's problem is he can't win the big game. Now, it kind of, and I'm gonna cite John Madden on this as well, because John Madden always used to get John Madden's a great coach, but he can't win the big game. And then John Madden used to throw back in his face, hey, you tell me what the big game is, and then I'll tell you if I can't win the big game. And that's when he won the Super Bowl. They couldn't say that anymore. Andy Reid has gotten the Eagles to the Super Bowl. Andy Reid has gotten the Eagles to at least several NFC conference championships. Andy Reid has gotten the Chiefs to the AFC Conference Championship. So he can get his teams there. Yeah, he can't get them over the hump. He is a great coach, though. But, yeah, until he wins the game, which is the Super Bowl, he's going to be an afterthought. I agree with that. Mahomes is a good quarterback, better than average quarterback, but Deshaun Watson, unfortunately, is playing for the Texans, where he doesn't have a glitz offense working with. And the Houston Texans have not been as good. Okay, Lee. Thank you there, MCH. It's Lee like Lee. Gotcha. But Houston has not been a dynamic winning franchise for a while under Bill O'Brien. So until they can get better, he's going to take a back seat to Pat Mahomes. And I agree with you. I think he's a better quarterback. I definitely think he's a better quarterback.
Yeah, he's more exciting. To me, he's got more, I don't know, just better qualities. I mean, he can run really well. And not that Mahomes can't, but it's just this guy can, he has something special with his running ability. And he just, overall, I just think he's a better quarterback. And I just get so tired. I mean, I was watching the other night, Collinsworth, who's the biggest idiot ever, just drooling over Mahomes. It just made me sick.
Yeah, well, you know, Collinsworth, and I say this, I mean it, Collinsworth is the only Gator I cannot stand. I cannot stand Chris Collinsworth, man, because he's such a prick. He is. He's a prick. And actually, if you go back and look up Chris Collinsworth is where he's a sexist pig as well, and I'm surprised that the Me Too movement hasn't gone after him harder, because he had a lot of things in his past about him being a sexist prick, but it's been glossed over and forgotten. I don't want to forget it, because he's an a-hole. And then, of course, you got Al Michaels, so you got a double dose of just hate there as well. But I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But yeah, only Gator I don't like. But that goes without saying. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I feel for you yesterday with your loss to LSU. They played a good game. I think LSU just had a little too much towards the end there, but the Gators hung in there for quite a while in that game.
Yeah, and I tell you, you put that game at a neutral site. Mike, I definitely got to get you out. I agree with you. Put that game at a neutral site, and maybe in the SEC Championship, the Gators win. Thanks again, Mike.
That's right. All right.
And we got Houston, Steve. Okay, apologies, Steve. I want to make sure everybody gets their 5 minutes. How you doing there, brother?
I'm doing great. I agree wholeheartedly about how you feel about Collinsworth and Michaels. I don't watch when they're doing the games unless the Raiders are playing. That's how bad I think their broadcasting is.
It is.
Michaels is better, but he's so biased against the Raiders. That's just my opinion. What say you, Captain?
Well, yeah, Al Michaels has always hated Al Davis, so he's always been a very avid Raider hater. And then, of course, Collinsworth just hates everybody that's not. I mean, he hates the Raiders because the Raiders would always kick Cincinnati's ass. So that's why he hates the Raiders. So you put the two together, and it's horrible to watch.
Where does this go back where Al Michaels hates Al Davis so much? I've never been able to figure that out. Is it over one thing or just just the personalities clash, or what do you think it is? I've always wondered why he had so much hatred against Al and the Raiders.
I don't know exactly where it started, but I knew that it came to a head when Al Michaels had the Marcus Allen interview, when Marcus was in the doghouse for the longest time. It was while Marcus was still a member of the Raiders, and Al Michaels had him on for an interview. This was before Al was doing Monday Night Football, but it was a Monday Night Football interview like at halftime of one of the games, and he had Marcus Allen on, and Marcus Allen just went ahead and just blew the Raider organization out of the water with his vitriol. So because Al Michaels had him on, there was that hatred from Al Davis towards Al Michaels. Now, I don't know where it came from before that, but I know that was the start of a great animosity towards Al Davis, towards Al Michaels from Al Davis, and it's only gotten worse. And even when Al Davis died, Al Michaels was very, very tepid in his thought process of how great Al Davis was. Very tepid, very lukewarm, kind of like, like a golf clap. It was despicable, and I hated that, and that's why I cannot stand Al Michaels to this day.
I know. You remember all the times he would call the Monday night game, and he was supposed to speak loyally about the Bartlow family and the 49ers. He couldn't give them enough praise. It was like he was doing it to get a dig at the Raiders, I felt like.
Yeah.
About how much he loved the Bartlows and what a class organization. And he went on and on. He was laying it on so thick he almost had to turn off the TV hearing all this praise.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that Eddie D, shall we say, is connected. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to be on the bad end of a horse head. But Eddie D is connected, okay? And but that gets glossed over a lot, okay? That gets glossed over a lot. And Al Michaels, just in his hatred to, oh my goodness, I look up and I'm seeing that Phillip Rivers is getting whacked. I love it. I love to see it. I don't know what's going on because I'm watching the callers calling, but hey, the fact is that Phillip Rivers is getting beat. Ooh, that's a lateral. That's a lateral. That's a lateral, and it's a touchdown! Yeah, baby! Yeah. It was a backwards pass.
You okay, Kev?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I saw it. I saw it. I looked up just in time, Steve. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm enjoying this, Captain. This is radio gold here.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm talking to you, and I'm watching the backwards pass. Yeah, it's a friggin' lateral. It's a backwards pass. And the guy, it's like, pick up the friggin' ball. And it's like, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Touchdown, baby. It's great. So the Steelers are winning, and I hope they can win tonight. I really do. It's going to be hard.
But a lot of people talk about the different things. What about Romeo Crennel, the defensive coordinator? He's the reason why the Texans have won all those, so they went so many years in a row where they went into the playoffs. They didn't get past the second round, but Romeo Crennel's defense is what saved them. It wasn't Bill O'Brien's offense. It's amazing. The Texans went out and they got Kubiak and Rick Smith, and they wanted to do the Bronco way. And then they decided, let's go out and get somebody from the Belichick tree. So they went out and got O'Brien. Most of the people in Houston, they cannot stand O'Brien. He's very condescending. He's pompous. He's arrogant. We cannot stand the man. But somehow, like today, I think Romeo Crennel, he dialed it up, and he was great when he was with the Patriots. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crennel was fantastic when he was the DC out in New England, and Belichick definitely has to give Crennel, and I'm even going to say Charlie Weiss, when Weiss was his OC, it was that was like the beginnings of the dynasty of the Cheatriot dynasty, is Crennel with Charlie Weiss, because those guys together is what paved the way for the Cheatriots to be as good as they have been. I don't poo-poo Bill Belichick. I don't. He's a fantastic guy, But Belichick would not be where he is today if it hadn't been for Romeo Crennel and Charlie Weiss on the offensive side. I'll say that right there and then.
Yes, sir. He's probably one of the best. Wade Phillips is, of course, a great defensive coach. Maybe other people feel differently, but I was going to ask you, just to change gears up a little bit. Do you think the Astros are done, or what do you think about this? Obviously, they only got 3 hits last night, so people here in Houston are really, down in the dumps. We got Verlander, but I don't know if they figured him out. Maybe Cole's even a better pitcher than Verlander. What do you think?
I agree. Cole is a better pitcher, at least this year. I know that Verlander got shelled in Tampa, and now again, I have the football game on, and I'll probably go back and forth as well. But Cole needs to come out and just be, and he's got to be lights out against the Yankees in Game 3. Or that series is over, even if, and again, I don't know what's going on now. The last time I looked, it was at the end of the first, it was 0-0. It depends upon how the Yankees go after Verlander. If Verlander is not up to snuff, he should have enough rest so that he won't get shelled like he did in Tampa. But if the Astros lose tonight, go into New York down 0-2, I really think that even if Cole comes back and wins Game 3, I really think that the Astros just can't win with Cole being the only guy that's even going to get a win for him, because I think the Yankees just have too much firepower. I really do.
They do, and as your comment from the previous call, I know you have to move on to the next one, but don't you think that with the Colts and the Texans, there's the blueprint there how to beat Mahomes?
Yep.
All you have to do is look at those. Just run at his team all day, eat up the clock. It's like Marino. Keep Marino off the field or Elway off the field, and you got a chance to win. It's all about ball control and not making any mistakes.
That's right. Run the effing ball and go after the quarterback. The quarterback must go down. Steve, finish it for me.
Go down hard, baby.
There you go. Hey, always good hearing from you, Steve. You take care and call in again next time.
I will. Always good to talk to you, shipmate, and good night and God bless. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. Always good hearing from Houston, Steve. So with Steve out, and he always finishes, of course he's going to finish it. Remember, the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. Line is open, 813-699-0834. The Steelers are winning. That is fantastic. If the Steelers can win from their defense, that'd be great. And I just see, it's tipped! And it's picked! It's picked! Yeah, baby! Pick! Yes! And I don't know. Did they call it? Did they call it stop? Did I hear a whistle? Are they going to call another touchdown? I don't know. But at least it's an interception. So I'm looking at the right plays at the right time. They are getting after Phillip Rivers. And that's a good thing. That is a blueprint. Yeah, he was down. That is a blueprint. The Chargers, and I thought the Chargers were going to be so much better this year. I really did. I thought they were. But, man, we should be able to beat the Chargers twice. We should be able to beat them twice. We should be able to go into Kansas City and beat Kansas City running the ball. Now, I'm going to say this. Depending upon how good Denver starts to ascend, that last game in Denver is going to be a lot harder than people think. It's going to be a lot harder than people think. I'm not poo-pooing it. But the Raiders can go and beat the Chargers twice. They can split against Kansas City. They're going to need to go into Denver. Excuse me. They're going to need to go into Denver and win that game in order to have any sort of thoughts of winning the AFC West. Now, I'm not putting all those wins ahead of us yet. But if it comes down to it, the Raiders need to continue to ascend. And I would love to see the Steelers win tonight. That would make for such a great weekend. Again, this is Raider bye weekend. We are talking We're talking sports. Get the word out. If you like what's going on, like it. Oh, somebody didn't like something. I'm sorry. Well, hey, if you don't like it, that's fine too. I'll have to. I don't know I don't know who put the thumbs down, but that's fine. If there was something that I said that you didn't like, that's fine too. Line is open 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. If you didn't like, I'd love to reach out to whoever put the thumbs down because I want you to call me to say what you don't like. What you don't like. Because the old adage is, I can't fix it unless I know it's broke, right? I'm not trying to have a perfect broadcast. And, sometimes you're going to have people that don't like things that you do. That's fine. But we are here to take your calls about your team. And obviously, we got a bunch of Raider fans here. I'd love to hear from other folks. And again, if you're digging what we're talking about, great. If you like the show, give it a thumbs up down there. I appreciate it. We've had some new callers tonight, which I love. I love getting some new callers, and it gets that traction going. More folks coming to talk on the show. I love that. And be sure to, like I said, get out the word and subscribe. Get them out there. Is Gabe Jackson back? As of right now, no. There are possibilities that he's going to play, Kendall, but it is not official. Again, the Raiders haven't even, they start practice, I think Tuesday. I think the Raiders go back to practice on Tuesday. So we'll find out. Look for the injury report this week to see if Jackson is playing. I'd like to see Gabe play, but you know what? If he's not quite ready yet, that's fine. You got Denzel Good, who has been playing well these past weeks. A little short. Maybe right on the ball. We'll see where they spot it. He might have a first down. He's on the yellow line, so hopefully it's a first down. But if Gabe Jackson is not back, keep going with Denzel Good. And again, I like the fact that David Sharp is playing well. Oh, they gave him a first down. Oh, snap the ball. Snap the ball before there's another decision. Yankees in 5. We'll see. We'll see about that. The thing is on this is that the national, that's a touchdown, baby. Oh, hell yeah. 14, going to be 14 in a minute. 14-0 Steelers. Fantastic. Still early yet. Still first quarter. Can't wait. Tyrell Williams, I haven't heard about him yet as well. We'll see. But the Raiders are getting healthy at the right time. And they're meshing well. I don't know if you saw the article about how the Raiders themselves were saying that this road trip, and it was nine straight days away from their families, where it's basically the team itself was hanging out. They're together. They're playing cards together. They're going to soccer games together. They were doing all of these activities together. And it was just great how they went. They did the trip to Indy, immediately left to take the trip out to England. I think it was at least a week straight. Maybe they said it was 9 days straight. I don't know, but the team itself is meshing well together. And Carr himself said that this team is tighter in a good way. They're tight knit, not tighter as in like they're up, like petrified. Hey, Cher. Good to see you as well, honey. I definitely want to hear from Cheryl. Cheryl's hanging out in Las Vegas, so I definitely want to hear from her. Good to see you there, honey. And definitely hope that Jared, our Pittsburgh guy, calls in. Remember, we cater everybody. Love to see Cheryl here. Thanks for popping in. If you like what you're seeing, Cheryl, give me a thumbs up down there. I want to see that here as well. And call in if you can. We're sitting here and we're talking about how the Raiders have had a good week. Just the fact is that the Chiefs have lost. And right now, things are going well for the Steelers. That would be a great whammy. Ooh, that looks like a good film. Showing some attractions for Midway. I'm a history guy. I'm definitely a history guy. So I love and war films as well. So I definitely will see that. Hopefully, it's a better. I remember the old Midway movie with. Who is it? Was it Fonda, Henry Fonda, and an all-star cast? I mean, there was everybody that was an actor of a name in the 70s was in the old Midway movie. Look at that. They actually, who was it? The Hal Holbrook was the Intel guy, the guy that broke the Japanese code, the JN6 code. That I know that from history, but he was the Crippy. You had oh my goodness, the guy that was Charlton Heston was in there, and Eddie Albert Jr. was in there, and the guy that was on Chips was in there. You had Larry Zonka was in there. You had Larry Zonka was in there. He was go back and see that. Larry Zonka was in that movie, and Tom Selleck was in that movie. Basically, a who's who of actors for the original. And thank you, Cher. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Got to do it down in the other thing though too, in the area where it actually has the thumbs, where it says like this. But thank you, honey. But they're doing another Midway movie. I know it's like we should be talking about sports, but hey, if you're not going to call in, we're going to talk. But I love to see history movies. I'm actually thinking about going to see the Joker. No, Clark Gable wasn't in that movie. He was already dead. He was already dead, Ed. Trust me. Clark Gable died in. He died in the early '60s. It was the same movie. Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable were in that movie in the early '60s. I can't remember the name of it, but that was Clark Gable's last movie. You go into IMDb.com. Nice throw by Rivers. It was like not the Untouchables, but go to IMDb.com. Clark Gable's last movie was with Marilyn Monroe. But it wasn't Clark Gable. Anyway, everybody was in the original Midway movie. Even Toshiro Mifune was in that. So you have the Japanese actors. But looking good for, nice pass by Rivers. Again, there's still 3 quarters to play in this game, but it's good to see that the Steelers defense is giving the Chargers offense all they can handle. Both in the running game along with the pass rush. So that's good to see. Jimmy Farrell, so you're taking a little bit of a break. So what's going on? What's going on in the baseball game?
Let me tell you. There was 1 out and 2 guys are on, and it's 1-0 lead. And Paxton got out of the inning. That's a plus for the Yankees right there.
Okay.
Okay. You want Paxton out? If you want Paxton out, that was the inning to knock him out because he's got 35 pitches already. Okay. I think that's a win-win for the Yankees right now.
So they're only down 1 then.
1-0. That's it.
That's not bad. Considering that Paxton. I mean, to be honest, the only Paxton that I know was Bill Paxton. So. And this guy I never heard of, but hey, it obviously he's pitching well, or he wouldn't be pitching tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he's pitching against Verlander, It's not going to be an easy game. And another thing, and Carcion, I don't like him batting sixth. She's batting bottom of the order. You got Didi batting ninth, and you got Sanchez batting I think eighth. I think you got to move those guys up.
Well,
because he strikes out a lot at Carcion. He swings like pitches like out of the strike zone.
who, Gregorius?
No, Encarnacion.
Oh, Encarnacion. Well,
Yeah.
but see that Encarnacion is your prototypical heavy hitter. He's either going to hit you a home run or he's going to strike out. It's one or the other. It's the day.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be batting sixth.
Well, but if he gets the rip, and there's guys on base and he gets the rip, he's going to knock in a couple runs. So that's the thing. That's the trade-off you're going to have. Encarnacion is either going to hit you a double or a home run, or he's going to strike out. That's just the way it is.
Okay, then he has to hit the bottom of the order. Can't bat sixth. Well, you got Sanchez batting eighth. He should be batting third in front of Judge.
Well, let me wait a second. Wait. Hang on a second. Hang on. Wait. I'm dialing up Aaron Boone right now. Okay, hang on.
Sorry.
Hey, Aaron. Yeah, I know you're managing the game right now. Yeah, it's Captain Jack. Yeah. Yeah, Aaron. No. What you need to do is you need to do a double switch, and you need to do something where the next time you have even bat him out of order, move Encarnacion down to where Sanchez was up, and see if anybody notices. Yeah, I know it's an out if they notice. I got it, okay? But according to Jimmy Farrell, you're screwed up. Don't talk to me like that. Hey, I'm on a show right now. Yeah, okay, go back to manage. Okay, yeah, just get some friggin' runs off of Verlander, okay? Or you're going to be down. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Okay, yeah. Save some good food in the clubhouse for me. We'll see you later, brother. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, I got off the phone with Boone, and he was not buying it, man. I'm sorry.
He's not buying, huh?
I tried to do the best I could, but he didn't say anything. So that's all I can do for. I tried.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think this was the same batting order yesterday, so I guess I should be complaining.
Right. I mean, this is all, and the fact is, you got to have results, okay? If you have the results, like you said, the fact is that Paxton got out with one run when you said there was two on, right?
Yeah, it was the second and third.
Okay, second and third with one.
No, it was one out.
Okay.
It was one out.
Right.
And he struck out the next two batters.
Well, there you go. And he got out of the inning with one run down. Yeah. And the Bombers got enough firepower to get after Verlander, okay? Now, how's Verlander pitching?
He's got 33 pitches now. It's the top of the third.
Okay, well, that's averaging about 10 to 12 a pop.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you get Verlander out, the middle relief for Houston sucks. Now, Their back end of the relief, Clifford is a very good relief pitcher. Or am I thinking? Oh no, Clifford's on the Nats. I don't know. Their middle relief on for the Astros ain't nothing really to speak of. So the earlier you get Verlander out of here, the better it is for the Yankees.
Yeah. Well, to get this Cameron Maiden, he's playing left tonight.
Well, where's
they took out what's his face?
The fast white guy. What's his name?
The guy from the Marlins. That was his name.
No,
he's not playing.
I'm talking about the guy that's been on the Yankees for years.
The Yankees for years.
Yeah, the white guy that's been on the Yankees for years. He's a really good player. And no, I'm not being facetious. I know. I don't have his name. I know he's got the white guy that plays outfield that is rather fast for being a white guy. Good. You know,
Yeah. I know
what
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's played.
Okay, well, where's he playing?
He's playing center field.
Okay, then what? Never mind. And is Judging right?
Judging right.
Okay, and Stanton is nursing an
Stanton
injury.
is not playing.
Right, he's nursing
Which I
an
don't know
injury.
why.
No, he's nursing an injury. He has a strained quad.
He's hurt already?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a strained quad. Mike Sarah says, your thoughts on the Raiders?
My thoughts?
Your thoughts, yes.
It's funny you bring up. Are you going to the Jet Raider game?
Yeah, I'm going to the Jet Raider game.
All right, because I hope I'm okay during my my radiation and chemo, because I plan on meeting you that day, because I really wanted to meet you.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely want to meet you. Yeah.
As far as that game, after watching the Jet Dallas game, as a Raiders fan, I'm not taking that game lightly. The way the Jets were playing tonight,
Yeah.
against Dallas,
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't like make a automatic win in that game. I mean, I think the Raiders gonna have to earn that.
oh, I think so too. I mean, but remember, I think the Jets played above and beyond because the fact that Darnold was coming back and they were playing against the Cowboys, so that everybody was elevated in their wanting to beat Dallas. Okay, and I think that's why they had played such an excellent game today. But if the Raiders play up to their specs, I think that they will earn a win. But it's not going to be a walkover.
No, especially that quarterback. I mean, he's not bad.
Oh yeah,
He's not bad.
Yeah.
So
Out the door, Raiders, Packers. Who wins?
Raiders, Packers, Raiders by 3.
Okay, we're gonna hold you to that as well.
Okay.
Hey, go back and give me some reports while I watch the football game, and you can chime in on what's going on with the baseball game.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right.
Take care.
All right, take care. That's Jimmy Farrell, and hopefully he. And Cheryl, make sure. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl says prayers for successful radiation. Let's all have some good, kind thoughts for Jimmy Farrell. Always good to hear from him. You know, when you hear from Jimmy Farrell, you know you're going to get some hockey. You're going to get some baseball. So I today when the Raiders aren't playing, I'm being a little bit more receptive to it. Okay, because there's only so. I mean, the Yankees are playing. I got to give it to them there. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Remember, if you want to invest in yourself, get yourself some KARATBARS. Go to the link. Now, you can't press on the link because it won't work, but copy that, www.karatbars.com/?S=J Levy. Sign up to be an affiliate. You can invest with gold. Buy yourself the gold packages that are there for KARATBARS and get your family hooked up. It's a great way to invest in your family. Remember, because gold is based on gold. All of these 401ks and other things you got, and I got them too, but they're based upon the stock market, and the stock market can take a crap on you real quick. Gold is going to be gold. And as you know, for years and years and years, gold is going to be that investment that will pay off for you. So be sure to get yourself some gold, even if you got your 401k, even if you got your other things going on. Invest in yourself, invest in gold, invest with KARATBARS. Go get yourself signed up. There's my KARATBARS pitch. I just saw some. I'll call my daughter's in the hospital. I'm like, oh, okay, Kendall. Wow. Well, prayers to you as well, Kendall. I hope that your daughter is okay. So we got some thoughts and prayers out for Jimmy. Send some to Kendall as well, because he said that his daughter's in the hospital and he's waiting on the call. That's important. But maybe afterwards, if we're still on, and let me see, we've been on now for Yeah, we've been on for an hour and a half. That's great. I didn't even realize that. We're going to go to at least, providing we have calls, we'll do a 2-hour show. But you guys got to call in. And if not, that's fine. We'll sit in here. We're talking about the Raiders. We're talking about the Chargers, how they're playing right now. You know, it's great to see. Hopefully, and I don't want to jinx it, but hey, it'll be great to see a Steelers win tonight. It really would. That's a hellacious great run. Just blowing them off the ball. Yeah, that's a first down. So, and Jimmy Farrell is going to, great. Oh my goodness. Spins out of a loss. Back to the line of scrimmage. I like James Conner. And, you know, James Conner made Le'Veon Bell expendable. So I think that the Steelers right now, considering that they see all of those Steeler jerseys in the crowd, they're seeing all of those Steeler jerseys in the crowd. I mean, that's got to charge them up. And they know that they want to win for this kid that's playing quarterback for them, who hasn't looked bad so far. Nice play. Nice patch, the Johnson. Never heard of Johnson, but I don't know who this Hodges kid is, but good play for him. Anyway, line is open, 813-699-0834. We've heard from a bunch of people. Getting back to what you guys were saying, Edward, no. Humphrey Bogart was not in the original Midway movie. Go to imdb.com. There's a bunch of actors that were grade performers in the 70s. And you will hear from that. Cher is sending you positive thoughts as well, Kendall. I love Cheryl. Cheryl is a beautiful lady. Always has positive thoughts. Great. I got to give my love to you as well, Cheryl. Great to. I love hearing from you, and thank you for watching as well. It would be here now if you're watching, and you haven't called in yet. And again, Kendall, I know you're waiting on your daughter's call. We've heard from a couple different people tonight. Hopefully I'll get a chance to get the phone numbers correct for the people that were calling in. I know that, like I said, new calls tonight. We had Aaron and Jesse and Gamel call in. Gamel, I know, is in the 404, so I'll be able to match his name with the number. Jesse and Aaron, hopefully you guys will give me a text so I'll be able to put your name with your number, so the next time y'all call in, we'll be able to get you. I love being able to know exactly who's calling in at the time, so we'll do that. Oh, well, I love you as well, Cheryl. You're definitely a that beautiful, very positive lady. I do, and it's deserved. So you're welcome. You're very welcome. Line is open, 813-699-0834. I wish we had Val in here. It's always good to hear from Val. But maybe Val's busy. That's fine. Hopefully we'll hear from Val sometime soon as well. Remember, and Cheryl, I mean, you're in Vegas. Get those Vegas people. Get those Vegas people over here. It'd be great. There's so many people I want to hear from. So many people I want to hear from. I want to hear from more of the Vegas crowd. I want to hear from all. Oh, look at the crowd. They just showed the stands. Every jersey was a Steelers jersey. Every jersey in that shot, and he had a wide shot. I told you this is a home game for the Steelers. So hopefully they'll be able to get the victory. It'll be great. I know that when we go to LA in December, and I got my tickets for that. I think I have front row right behind the Raider, behind the Raider bench, front row, I believe. And I can't wait. Can't wait, because it's going to be a home game. It's going to be a Raider home game. And if I remember correctly, the Chargers and the Rams, their stadium opens next year as well. So that should be the last year of playing in that little bandbox soccer stadium. That's another reason why I'm wanted to go this year. I wanted to go see them at the the stadium that I go see every stadium or go to see different ones. So it'll be cool. And that's a first down. The Steelers are just running on them, and they're continuing. It'd be great. It'd be great to continue just running over the Charger defense. Please do see what you can do, Cheryl. Please do see what you can do. Line is open 813-609-0834. If we don't get any other callers, that'll be fine. I'm gonna wait till at least 9:15 or so. That's Eastern time, by the way. 9:15 or so. Well, I thought it was down further than that. I thought they were down further than that. Huh. I thought they were down close to like the 10-yard line. Did I miss something? I don't know. Anyway, we're watching. We're getting reports from Jimmy Farrell, who will let us know what's going on in the for the baseball. We're watching the Steelers run over the Chargers so far. But remember, it's a long way to go. And we all remember how... Okay, oh, you run there, Cheryl. Great hearing from you. Much love to you. Thank you as well. But remember how a tale of two halves. How positive the Raiders were in the first half in London, and then that one mistake at the beginning of the third quarter, and it got dicey. It got dicey for Oakland. So they got to continue. The Steelers got to continue to do this. So hopefully they'll do that. First and second, one out. I guess that means the Yankees, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't give me a report on what the Astros are doing. So the Yankees are first and second with one out. Oh, nice. And that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Steelers. Up. And look at all those. Look at those towels. Look at those towels. I tell you, it's a home game for the Steelers. They're panning the stadium. I don't see a Charger jersey anywhere. I don't see a Charger jersey anywhere. So I'm looking up the entire. It's black. It's black and yellow. It's embarrassing if you're a Charger fan. It's going to be the same way. It's going to be the same way when the Raiders go there in December. And I'm kind of glad that I won't have to see that big of a Steeler turnout in Oakland anymore. Because I tell you, those Steeler fans, they go out. Oh, Paxton's out. So I guess that the Astros had it first and second with one out. Let me pop over here so we know what's going on. Steelers are up 21-0. That's great. Got the game on. Oh, and it's a Bud Light commercial. Astros up. List of Steeler. Lots of Steeler fans in LA. So Paxton's out. Did not play very well. Yeah, responsible for runners on first and second. So this is the game that the Astros got to win. Chad Green. Don't know too much about him. I got a 4 ERA, 4-4. But hey, I still want to talk football. So yeah, one out. So yeah, this is when you need to get. Is that Bregman? Yeah, it's Bregman. Bregman, I think, is a leading candidate for the MVP this year. So, there you go. Got to see what he brings to the plate. if you wanna if you wanna come in, you're gonna have to probably be calling within about the next couple minutes, because otherwise we're gonna put this show to bed. Aaron Boone, who I just remember, I did have that call to Aaron Boone tonight. I was calling from my phone. He didn't listen to me. Is Jackson going to be in the Green Bay next Sunday? Good question, Matt. We did actually have that earlier. Maybe. We'll know on Tuesday when the Raiders come out to practice if he's practicing. Gruden was pretty much non-committal in his, when people were asking him if Gabe was going to play. It didn't sound like he was 100% on it. So don't be surprised if he's out another game. But we'll find out on Tuesday when the Raiders come back to practice. Matt, by the way, if you're liking the show, give a thumbs up to the down there where the thumbs are. Give a thumbs up if you can. It's always good to get the thumbs up there. I've been told that I actually need to make sure that I'm monitoring my thumbs up, and hopefully we'll be getting the word out. We'll get some more watchers here. It's always a pleasure to do the show. I definitely enjoy it, but hopefully we'll get more people to come in. We had 3 new callers call in tonight. It was great. 3 new callers were calling in tonight, but we'll have that as our thank you, Matt. Appreciate it, much appreciated. Thank you for the thumbs up. I didn't see what happened. Oh, 2 outs. So okay, there was an out. But having said that we're going to call it a show. So thank you for joining me on the Captain Jack Ask Captain Jack show. Appreciate you getting the word out. It's great that we had 3 new callers. I want more. It's great to have a whole influx of callers. Love my regulars. Love the regulars. Thank you for joining me. But I want to get some more folks out there. And the more we get this out, the more entertaining these shows will be. Because I know you don't want to listen to me talk all the time. I know you don't want to listen to. I mean, I will. I did this in Gitmo when I had a 2-hour show all by myself talking football, and it was rough. I'll tell you, it was rough, but I did it. So again, thank you for calling in. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for sharing. Share this show up. 3 outs. The Yankees are out of the inning. Thank you there, Ed. Appreciate that. If you like what you heard, make sure you give a thumbs up to the show. I appreciate that. And we'll see you Thursday. Thursday will be my next show that I know for a fact. I'll see if I have a show, maybe. I'll see if I have one earlier. But remember, count on the show on Thursday night. And then, of course, after the game, I will be doing the show from Wayne Sargent's house. So we'll see y'all later on. Take care. Get ready. It's Packers week. Can't wait. We'll see y'all on Thursday, maybe earlier. We'll see you next time.